All right, amazing people. Today we're making found poems, and found poems are simply taking words, images, phrases from existing texts and reorganizing them to make a statement about your position in response to all that's going on right now. So there are some cool examples here. You're gonna make one that looks similar to this. By gathering information from your graphic organizer from yesterday. And if you are tired of looking at a screen, I'm going to give you the low-tech option here, which is to record the words or phrases that really stood out to you from your gallery walk yesterday. And to get away from your screen for a while, you'll have about 20 different sticky notes of all the words and phrases that stuck out to you. And when they're on a sticky note, you can literally reorganize them. So I'm sticking them on a piece of paper, kind of playing around with the order here. I'll show you what that looks like. And maybe you might decide to change the order, to add connecting words and phrases. The steps to the found poem are described on this slide. And you also have the option of following this sort of step-by-step graphic organizer. But again, you do not have to do that. If you want to break from the screen, the main thing to know is get about 20 sticky notes, practice rearranging them. You might want to use repeating lines or connecting words to help that poem really sound cohesive and flow. Be creative. You can throw in similes and metaphors if you want. And then your final step, once you've kind of drafted and completed your poem, either on paper or in the graphic organizer here, which again is optional, is to, just like the examples, you're going to select an image for the background to place behind your poem. So you'll find your name, and then you'll go to Insert Image. You can search the web. So let's say I'm looking for some rain clouds for the back of my poem. I put that in. And then I'm going to put my text in front of it. So make your text box. Copy and paste your text into your text box. So I'll show you an example here. Let's say my text says, hello. All right, so once you've selected your image, you're going to put your text box over top of it, copy and paste your poem in. Let's say this is my poem. And then you can experiment with like what kind of background color you want so that it shows up against your image. Maybe you want white, maybe you want a different color. And you can also experiment with the formatting. So if you want it centered, click this button and then here. So play around with getting the formatting just how you want, and then you will be sharing your poem because everyone has access to this presentation. So please be mindful that you're in your slide and not someone else's. So I'm not going to mess up Alexa's work here by taking away my images. And make sure you're not doing anything to anybody else's work in this found poem. All right, have fun.